Hey guys, and welcome. They all call me the ShedKing. My real name is Arway. A lot of people don't know that. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you guys know on Inspired Existence that I do have a name. This is my 2002 Hilux Space Cab, which I've basically molested. What inspired this? Because this is what the whole Inspired Existence is about. I wanted to make my Hilux into a track car that I could drive as a daily, which I soon quickly figured out you really can't do. It's quite difficult. You can do it, it's just very hard. So I decided to unregister it, well, let the rego run out, and just have gone absolutely mental with it. Let's start at the front, and I'll take you through everything through the drivetrain, back to the brakes, aero, all that sort of stuff, and why, how, and when. Let's do it. So up the front, this is quite, excuse me, my intake manifold is not on, it's just sitting there. I'm going to have to move my fuel reg to make it all work. This engine is a 3RZ Toyota Hilux factory engine. The only upgrades I have done is a set of spool rods, Arius 8.5:1 compression ratio pistons. I put in a set of stage 2, stage 3. When we measured them, they weren't really, anywhere close to stage 2, and then they weren't big enough to be stage 3, so they're sort of in the middle. They have about 11 mil of lift, which is quite big, which is why it sounds so cranky. I also have a Garrett G30-900, an amazing turbo. I love it. It's just incredible. I'm on full boost at 3,000 RPM, so 34 PSI at 3,000 something RPM. This car has made 734 horsepower, and there's still lots more in it. I've done a lot of changes since then, so it's had the same intercooler, so it's got a 500 by 300 4-inch core intercooler, so it's a bit massive intercooler. What I've done is Wiggins clamps and all the fancy bits and pieces. I've also, which is why my the first intake manifold is off, I did a drive-by-wire conversion as well, which I haven't wired. My car is still in 100 pieces because I'm still fixing it from my last track day. It also has LS2 coils, a 50mm 3-core radiator, makes 600 horsepower on 19 pound, like 598 horsepower on 19 pound. So the engine and the turbo is super efficient. Since then I've actually upgraded the exhaust. So I did that with a 3-inch exhaust. I now have a 3.5-inch exhaust. I also have one of my versions of the Pro Mod manifold. So it basically, I've designed and made all the parts around it, which is why I've been able to afford to do it. So the turbo itself is the powerhouse, running a 45mm external gate, 80mm drive-by-wire throttle body, which makes it all function, and the Link Fury ECU. I had no experience with performance cars before I'd done something like this. and it's been a massive journey, which is why it's taken me so long. So I've had turbo cars before, but I've actually never messed with them as much as I've messed with this one. We've also done a brake conversion, and so about a year ago now, I spent a lot of money and bought myself a Sequential from TTI, Trans-Tasman Industries gearboxes. They're on over in New Zealand, Little Nelson, beautiful little people. They sent me over a 5-speed Sequential, and that was a massive game changer. It's been flawless, hasn't played up ever since. Like I broke probably 6 or so gearboxes before I decided, yes, it's time to upgrade. And yeah, it's been an incredible journey. I have a lot of haters, and I love that, because they just can't get their head around a Hilux being as powerful as it is and being on the track chasing down Porsches and Evos and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I really like it, and it's my little thing. Alright, so what we have here is you'll see the sequential shifter there from TTI gearboxes. We will show you underneath the car. Just excuse me from shaking. Had a lot of coffee today. The Link Fury ECUs down there, followed by a 6-point roll cage, which basically wraps around the whole car. Carbon fiber seat with a 6-point harness. This is a national spec race car, guys, so I can literally race this car anywhere in Australia. So we're midway through. You've seen the cockpit. The roll cage comes down to the rear notches. I did notch this car myself. I also added a triangulated floor link. I think I'll be able to add a picture somewhere here. So you see the floor link. I also added a sway bar, and I got the geometry all wrong, and I've also broken it a few times. It is extremely hard to get something as heavy as this is around a corner, with the amount of power that makes. So it's been an incredibly hard challenge to make it do what it does.